Hey everybody, I'm Gary and welcome to Physical Format Rock and Roll. Wanted to do a concert review. This show is Samantha Fish. The show was in Lorain, Ohio on October 23rd, 2021. This would be my first time seeing Samantha Fish. I have become a fan of hers over the past however long of a period of time. Never had an opportunity to see her until now, and I went with my friend Randy. We went up there and a little bit of a drive, but some of it's kind of scenic, so not too bad. The theater itself, the Lorain Palace Theater, is a very nice theater. One of these old style theaters that's done up really well, has really cool architecture in it. The people that work there seem pretty friendly. I liked it, so that was cool. I was very excited to see Samantha Fish. Like I said, hadn't seen her before. Enjoy her music quite a lot. For those of you who are not aware, she is blues rock, a lot more rock than you might think. And, she's got some pop elements in there too. But it's, she makes very, very cool music. So very excited to see the show. Had an opener, a young guy by the name of King Solomon Hicks, who I really enjoyed quite a bit. He is a pretty solid blues player, a little bit of R&B in there. I had never heard of him before, so a lot of times, like I said in one of a couple of my other videos, usually if I don't know the opener, there's a good chance I'm not really going to care about him, and I just want him to get off the stage. But that wasn't the case with this gentleman. I thought he was a very good guitar player, a really good singer, and he had bass and drums with him, and they were good. So just a little three-piece unit. Great show. I recommend seeing him too. Like I say, newer guy, but I think he's been playing since he was really young because it really showed. Really good. So anyway, Samantha Fish comes out. Now Samantha has a four-piece band. Got keyboards, drums, bass, and of course she plays guitar. She plays all the guitar in the band. So rhythm and lead, and she is on vocals. Lead vocals, the other members sing background vocals. Do a pretty good job of doing that. They open up with the song Faster, the title track off her latest album, and then went right into All Ice and No Whiskey, once again off the latest album. The new album, which is called Faster, which if you want to look it up, I have also done a review of her latest album. Was very well represented with about, I think, 7 songs that she did off that album, which is really good because I think it's a pretty strong album. I know some of the earlier Samantha Fish fans are not that crazy about it, about the direction, but personally, I really like it. I really enjoyed listening to it, so I highly recommend that. So the fact that she played so many songs off of that, I was very cool with that. I really like that. She played about 18 songs, I think, or so, and then an encore. When she did the encore, that Solomon Hicks came back out on stage with her. They did some dueling guitar stuff. They did a version of Shake 'Em On Down, which was really cool. I thought that was really nice, very gracious that she brought the opener out and they played together. Wonderful, wonderful part of the show. I really liked it. She broke a guitar string during 2 separate songs. The one, she did a really good job of just keeping the song going and changed guitars right in the middle of it, but managed to kind of improvise in there. Very cool. To me, she seemed like an artist pretty much on top of her game. A lot of highlights in the show. Let me think. Here's some of the highlights for me. Better Be Lonely, Killer Be Kind, Faster, because I love that song, Bitch on the Run, Bulletproof, and then she had a part in the show where she did 2 solo acoustic songs, which was very cool. And one of the ones that she did was Need You More, and I thought that was really neat. I really like that. That sounded great. I think one of the things that really impressed me with this show was, you know, I already knew she was a pretty good guitar player. Uh, and, you know, I'd seen some videos or whatnot. But live, very good, very good vocalist live too. Really knew how to uh, use that mic and the way she would fade away and come back in and just uh, the way she sings that song, her songs and puts different emotions into it. Very, very impressive, I thought. Vocally, really like that quite a lot. Um, the band is top notch. It's a very great show. I would highly recommend seeing Samantha Fish. I also think it's a type of show, much like when I saw Larkin Poe, that you wouldn't even necessarily have to know a lot of her material to enjoy this type of show because, you know, it's blues based, so it's more easily acceptable as opposed to, like, saying, going to a prog rock show. And if you didn't know any of those songs, you'd kind of get lost. This is just very enjoyable music. A lot more rocking live than what you might anticipate. Did a great job of that. Just, you know, having certain, the band was really tight. I know they've been playing a lot of shows, a lot of back to back to back shows, man. People don't do that as much now as they used to. So the fact that she did sound so good vocally was all, you know, that much more impressive. A couple of negative aspects of the show was that it was a small crowd. Kind of disappointing that there weren't more people in this theater to see this really good show, but I know she's been doing a lot of shows in Ohio, and she's got one over in Kent, which isn't too far from Lorain, Ohio. So I don't know, maybe that took some of it. I heard some people say that it wasn't very well advertised, so maybe that was part of it. It's just too bad because it was a very good show, and would have been nice if the crowd was bigger. I mean, you know, I had a good time, but more people should have been there. The other thing is the sound. At times, the guitar was too low in the mix, and it might have just been my seating. I was pretty close to the stage, and sometimes that affects your, you know, how you hear what's coming out of the PA speakers. But a lot of times the guitar was way too low in my mind. Of course, you know, I'm a hard rock guy, so I want that guitar in my face sometimes. So that could have been louder because she's a great guitar player. So that was, you know, those are just a couple negative things. Had nothing to do with her performance or anybody in the band. That's has nothing to do. That's not her fault. After the show, my buddy Randy and I, we kind of waited around just in case, you know, we could, you know, catch her, get an autograph type thing or whatever. Just say hi. It didn't look like she was coming back out, so we started to leave, and we ended up going around the back of the theater, and we did catch up. There was a small handful of people waiting, and she was gracious enough to come out and say hi to everybody. Very nice. I brought an album with me just to be safe. I brought this album here, and as you can see, got it autographed to Gary. You know, it's got her autograph on the side here. So I was really happy to get this. I will probably frame this and I know I'll frame it and hang it up. That was pretty cool. I thought she was pretty nice. She was taking some pictures with people and whatnot. She wore a mask, which, you know, I thought was a pretty good idea, not just because of COVID, but just because of other germs going around. So she had a mask on. So my buddy and I, we each put a mask on because kind of thought it'd be kind of rude if we didn't have a mask on. You know, I mean, we already done that before she ever came out, to be honest with you, because we didn't know if she would or not. So we put the mask on. I thought it was kind of rude. Some people didn't. That's just my take. It's like if the artist is doing that, you should probably do it too. So anyway, final word. Great show. Really enjoyed it. I would definitely go see Samantha Fish again. She was awesome. Her band was awesome. The opener, King Solomon Hicks, really, really enjoyed him too. So 2 thumbs up from Physical Format Rock and Roll. And until the next time, my friends, I will see you down the road.